Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com with another episode of the most insane things happening in wrestling this week. The show that does exactly what it says on the tin in the most annoying way possible. You're welcome. Now, before we begin, I just want to say two big shout-outs. One to Rock and Flair, which are basically a UK-based wrestling company that sent me this free hat, Top Boys, and Aerial Salad, punk band. Check them out if you've got the time. Anyway, let's crack on and hit that intro. Now, sometimes entries on this show are pretty f***ing ugly. I mean, take a look at Phil as example of this. And such was the case this week when Takahashi broke his f***ing neck at a G1 event. It was harrowing, because basically what happened, he was fighting this guy called Dragon Lee, who was off the back of his fourth match in 24 hours, and he accidentally botched a Phoenix Plex and just sent Takahashi sliding across the ring at an angle that just did not look right. The world held its breath. And luckily he's okay. He hasn't been hospitalized or paralyzed, but he is definitely injured. Now, Takahashi has a very, vibrant in-ring style, shall we say, throwing himself into any type of match and also down some stairs for good measure. But this was pretty horrible. I'm glad that he's okay, not paralyzed, but he's definitely out of action for a little bit. Although, saying that, we should probably put him in a full body cast, because if not, he'll just look around the room and just say, yeah, I could probably jump off that. Yeah, I could probably hit somebody with that. He's a dangerous man. Danger to himself. But seriously, mate, you have the size of clackers the size of f***ing mountains, because he not only broke his neck, but he got up and finished the f***ing match. I write off a f***ing day if I get so much as a hangnail. To you. Jesus Christ. And to all of those people pointing at New Japan saying, oh, the WWE has a safer style and that's why they're better. Remember that the WWE has more injuries per year than probably this promotion and others combined. Just saying. So it's not to do with that, although he is a madman, but still, glad he's all right. Or glad he's not dead. And continuing the theme of accidents and incidents, let's talk about barbecue magnate, good old Jim Ross Jr. By GAWD, he took a spill at the hands of Jay White in his US title match against Juice, I Look Like Road Dogg's Leftovers Robinson. Now, the match itself, up until this part, was going pretty goddamn well, because basically Juice was getting over as the lovable underdog and Jay was getting over as a heel. This action, however, turned him into a mega heel, because he basically slammed Juice into a barricade that knocked into the announce table that knocked JR off of his chair, which led Josh Barnett, in a real moment of passion, to say, you f***ed up now. Now, he's right and wrong in equal measures on this. He's right because of the fact you do not want to knock a guy on the floor like this. I mean, I've not seen him take a spill like that since Caitlyn put her last gym pick up, but he also was wrong in the fact that Jay White got over as an ultra heel, because he basically sold it as being like, and what? And what? Happens. You want to come at me? Oh, you are actually coming at me, so I'm going to slide into the ring and basically just like boo it all off. It's not maybe the most subtle way of getting over as a heel, but by God was it powerful. Every single person in the arena was booing the out of him. Now, it'd be remiss of me to go on without saying I'm glad that JR is okay. He basically just got up, dusted himself off, asked where his hat was, and then basically just had a go at security, just saying they need to get their together. So everything seems fine, and then it led me to think, well, what if this was an angle? I mean, isn't it funny that it was the only barricade that wasn't fixed into place? I'm not saying that it is a work. All I am saying is, this is wrestling, and I have been worked before. I've been worked hard. Feels like a bunch of sailors has been in me. Sometimes. Every Friday. Down the docks. See you there. Right, so this is a bit of a convoluted but absolutely brilliant tale. Now, we all know that Cody Rhodes, aka the Wonder Chin, has basically started off All In as a joke, but now has become an outstandingly packed event. It's basically pulled every single person from all reaches of the globe, it basically implying that everyone is welcome. If you haven't been invited to All In, then you're a nobody. But unfortunately, that is the case for poor Flip Gordon. But he's tried though, bless him, for f***ing ages, asking Cody multiple times only to have doors slammed in his face. He even attended the funeral of Joey Ryan. He's not actually dead, by the way, it's just storyline for the Being the Elite episodes. And basically, I said there that because Joey Ryan couldn't make the event, he could take his spot. Do you know who filled it? The ghost of Joey Ryan. That's gotta hurt, right? Now this segment was pure comedy gold, with Cody having to basically deliver a sermon to the rest of the group while delivering such lines as, he leaves behind his hot, hot wife, and also, I'm going to quote from his favourite movie, Sausage Sensation 3, MILF Ball Drainer. How he did that with a straight face, I do not know, but it all ended up with Flip being put down more than Al Snow's dog. Yet then came the break, in the form of a man who basically makes my hairline look like the f***ing Forest of Dean, Billy Corgan, who said, right, Flip, I'm going to give you a shot, a title shot for the NWA Championship against Magnus. Everyone was like, what? Because obviously Cody Rhodes has scheduled to fight Magnus for the NWA Championship at All In. He wants that belt for, I don't know, oh yeah, my dad helped make this a thing reason, so yeah. What we could have now is a comedy angle that's careering towards something actually very important and sentimental, and it could be absolutely brilliant. It could be Cody Rhodes versus Flip Gordon for the NWA Championship. In that essence, as insane as it is, the NWA could be back. Which is mental. So you know what? Cue balls, chodes, championships. Are you having a giraffe? Are you having a giraffe? And now welcome to the Philosophical Corner.
Which first time ever record does WWE want to be their last time?
Oh. Again, Phil, thank you so much. I should have you registered as a weapon because of all these dangerous mind bombs you keep detonating. And also, it's because Raw this week had the lowest viewership ever! Nice medal, by the way.
Thanks. I beat Cleary.
Brilliant. Yes, that's right, Raw had its lowest viewership ever. On a go-home show, when there was no sporting competition whatsoever. Not even the World Cup could be used as an excuse for this. Yet here it was. Now, when you see something like this, a record-setting low, you have to ask yourself, was it actually justified? So I've got the stats here, I've got the information of what happened, so let's go through together, shall we? It's on a different bit of paper. That's good planning, that is. So basically what we had was we had Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley being pulled apart, which felt more stock than a f***ing soup, but without the simmer. Then we had the women's tag match, because no one knows what to do with the female divisions in terms of storyline. Oh yes, no we do, we've got Sasha Banks and Bayley. Did we give them a match at Extreme Rules? Was that? No, we didn't. Oh, fantastic. That's good build. Wicked. Excellent. Can't wait for that to burn on for another f***ing month. And then we had a Mojo Rawley match. Not even going to waste time on that. Then we had promos and packages that were basically for, like, Vince's benefit because the bloke can't f***ing remember who wins and loses each week, as I've said before, because I think that I've got short-term memory loss. And then we had copy-paste, blah, 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 filler stuff going in the middle. It was basically like watching an Adam Cleary video. Just absolute wallpaper paste. But then we got to the main event, which, unlike the rest of the card, was actually really good. The problem was that everyone was f***ing asleep before they got there. It was Seth Rollins versus I would go gay more for that Claymore Drew McIntyre. Had a bit of a screwy finish, but you know what? The match quality was bloody brilliant because these two know how to work things. So, in a horrible way, yes, it was deserved. It was a bad Raw. But it's really worrying, isn't it? Because this is the thing. With all of the terrible storylines that they're pushing, with their insistency to put talent at the fore that no one f***ing cares about, by putting main events with Roman goddamn Reigns once more, people are just tuning off. They're actually voting with their time. Vince, Steph, anyone else, listen to the people. We're asking you to shake it up, not give us the same f***ing slop. It's a record that they've got that they'd soon rather forget. That's all. Daniel Cormier is a top lad. He hits hard, he's great on the mic, and he's got a great ferocity behind very well-calculated shots, and deserves to be a champion for a long time. Oh, hello, Brock Lesnar, with your terrible cowboy boots, giving a playground shove. All right, mate, good to see you on TV again. Wrong f***ing brand, though, isn't it? Right, yeah, so this isn't exactly what we wanted to see, was it? We said come back to TV, Brock, but you're on the wrong station. So yeah, he's back, he's challenged Cormier again, and it just puts the boot into the Universal title, doesn't it? He doesn't even f***ing show up for the WWE, but yet here he is ready to jump the queue again to have a shot at the champ. The worst thing is with Brock in the UFC is that he actually f***ing backs it up. The purple beetroot, he hits like a f***ing freight train. He can cut fiery promos, but that only serves to highlight how terrible he is in the WWE right now. He's absent, he doesn't do any speaking by himself, although, to be fair, we do get Heyman, that is a blessing. But still, he's just an absent champion, and it just serves to highlight that. And on the mic, he just buried the heavyweight division. I mean, that's the only thing that he and the WWE have in common, right? It's just insane to think that the top guy, according to Vince, doesn't even want to show up on his flagship show. It's not worth his time, but the UFC is. He can't be bothered to show up, he can't be bothered to finish matches when he doesn't want to. And this is meant to be the guy, is it? Brilliant. But still, good luck, Brock. I'd rather if you just went over there for a bit so we could get the title back and have it in contention again. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Sad to see you leave, good to see you go. Kind of like me. To summarise, as a champion in the UFC, Brock is a f***ing madman who can back it up. As a champion in the WWE, he's a f***ing meme. There we go, end of the show. And there we have it, those are the most insane things happening in wrestling this week. Now to close out the show the only way I know how, by reading my favourite comments from last week's episode. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce this. Tremisanthrope. Think I got it there. Says, you know who isn't having a giraffe? America, after Toys R Us shut down. Guys, a moment for our fallen, long-necked comrade. But f*** him, now it's a monopoly. Also, the second one was from Tom Muscleman, which says, you're the best, bro. The intro just makes me happy. This is an email, by the way, that I received. I also read emails. I live in New Jersey, USA. Can you talk into a shout out for me and Violet? Violet's his daughter. Tom Muscleman, that's his name. I'd literally have a giraffe, a wildebeest, and 2 golden doves laying golden eggs filled with rainbows. That's an image, isn't it? All right, bud. How you doing? Say hi to the missus for me. That came out as right. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what? I meant just say hi. Ah, not good. As always, a massive thank you to Phil Chambers and Michael Sidgwick for their continued work on this show, as well as to you at home for watching. Thank you very, very much. Before I go, if you want to send in more stuff to get featured on the show and help me fill out my wardrobe of just black clothes, because that's all I seem to wear nowadays, then you can send it in the address that is here. Also, just send some nice stuff for Phil. He needs it. He only gets 1 square meal a week. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye! Where's my f***ing medal? Different story. Feel free to use that. That was exhausting.